The fantastic NIO news just does not stop coming out. NIO got hit with another price target update. Speaking of updates, you know what keeps you updated? Our channel. If you guys want to stay up to date with all things NIO, anything Tesla, just stock market in general, hit that sub button. It's the best way to stay up to date with all of that because we release videos daily on it, and it's the best way to support the channel. We also got links in the description for the Patreon if you guys want to hop into our Discord to get you access to our portfolio and the Discord portfolio where the users choose which stocks to put in there. Also, shout out to Gold King 123, man. He joined the YouTube membership. There's a little join button next to the sub button if you guys want to join that. It's just another way to support the channel. We're not asking for it, but it's there if you want it. But shout out to him, man. Thank you for the support. Really appreciate it. So NIO got hit with another price target update. This one was from Mizuho. I think it's Mizuho Securities. They reiterated their buy target of $60 for their buy rating and the price target of $60 for NIO. And there were multiple reasons for it, and like they're solid reasons. One of the reasons was just the fact that they've been growing year over year. Like I think this year they grew over 420% year over year, and it's just like based on them selling the ES8s and the EC6s, like they're just going to just keep obviously selling those throughout the year. And then you got the sedan coming out next year, like.
Yeah, I think that's when things really start taking off.
I think so too. I think we're on a roller coaster at this point. Obviously going up and down, but yeah, I'm excited for it. We got the earnings coming up on April 29th after market close, so keep an eye out for that. And they were actually talking about that in the article that we were reading, and they think that their earnings are going to actually be above average. They think they're going to beat what they did last year, and they think it's going to be a good earnings call for them. So fingers crossed, baby. That's all we want. That's what we want. If we look at this chart, we showed this chart before. It's the NIO deliveries by quarter. You can clearly see, let me go ahead and zoom in here a little bit if I can. There we go. You can clearly see that the orange is the quarter over quarter growth percentage, and then the blue one is the deliveries of the quarters, and clearly, it's obviously an upward trend, which is what we want, Yeah,
if you didn't have Corona in Q1 of 2020, from Q1 of 2019 all the way to present day, it would have just been pretty much just straight up.
Right. Straight blast off is what it wanted.
Yeah, but that's the only reason for that big dip in Q1 is because of COVID. So
Right.
I mean, it's just going up and up and up.
Right. And that's exactly what you want to see, and it makes me excited to see that more analysts are coming out. It gives me more faith in NIO. I'm thinking about buying more shares tomorrow. I actually freed up some money today, so I'm thinking about buying more shares tomorrow.
It's good because with the stock being down, everyone kind of starting to freak out, or already freaking out for a while now. I've said this before, but it's nice that the analysts, they're not getting scared. They actually are basing things off facts, not emotion. So, they still see it going to 60, and it's still a buy rating.
Right. Right.
So that's good because a lot of people that loved NIO 3-4 months ago and said it was going to go to 100 now are saying it's going to go to 20 just because they're salty. So
right.
It's nice to see that for sure, and just the buy rating is awesome.
Those must be the same people in our comment section that hate NIO. They're the ones that lost.
They watch every NIO video, but they hate NIO.
Right.
Why not?
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I'm glad that these are coming out because JP Morgan has a buy or a price target of $70. Deutsche Bank another $70, and we're going to show you guys some othere price targets here on Tip Ranks here in a second. But it just helps me. It helps me just remember, just hold on, just keep thinking, just think long term, because I'm telling you what, by the end of this year, I'm still saying $70 to $80 by the end of this year with NIO. That's where I'm sitting with it. So if we look at Tip Ranks, they kind of think the same thing. They're thinking what they think. 62.30 is their average, which is still a 68% upside, almost 70%. From where we're at right now, which is fantastic considering the normal market. It's like 8 to 10% on a year, and they're thinking this one stock's going to do 68% on the upside, just on average. Like that's fantastic because we almost pushed it. We were pushing what, $66, I believe, is what NIO got up to.
We can easily get back up there, especially with all the good news that's been coming out. We can easily get past that.
Right, I 100% agree. And you know, they got a high of $81 and a low of 38, which is pretty much where we're sitting now. So I'm not too concerned. I'm not too concerned with that at all. This is where we were going to talk about the other buy ratings and updates. Goldman Sachs, $59. You know, you got all these UBS, $55. You have all these other companies.
NIO buy rating, which is good, 59.
Right. And
there's that the one analyst in Japan, it's 100.
Yeah, we saw these more ratings on here. So these are on the lower end, and there was China International. He was giving it a 1350 buy rating, but he updated this 9 months ago. So
Priced,
I mean, I'm sure that's probably different. I just thought that was kind of funny that literally, you know, China International was giving it a 1350. But yeah, so obviously these are a little bit older, but yeah, I think this is fantastic to see. You know, clearly we still have a huge, you know, even if it hits $50, $55, you're still going up 50%. We're just gonna hold on tight. I think we're at the bottom of this thing because a lot of people are just holding on. I think what we have now is just a bunch of people trying to short the stock, and it's not working out very well. You know, it only goes up and down, you know, a few dollars a day, if that.
Yeah, like 3%.
Right. But if we look at Fintel too, we look at tip ranks. We also look at stockcharts.com, but we're not going to show you guys that video, or we're not going to show you that in this video. But we could see all the people. So the red ones are people closing their positions in NIO, which I'm not too concerned about. Obviously, they probably had more than, well, I guess they 100%.
Yeah, it's just 100%.
Yeah.
So they sold everything.
So they don't tell us how many shares they sold, but I think we have to upgrade for that. But anyways, but there's still a lot of people, and this is all just from, you know, the 20th, all, you know, 19th, whole bunch of people. There may not be a lot. There's a couple in here that are big whales, but a lot of these, you know, small people just buying shares up. Just
that one at the top was like
107,000. Like, yeah, and then you got 12,000, 35,000. Again, not really big, knock your socks off numbers, but just think all of these add up. All 340,000, almost a million. Like, all these add up to large numbers.
And if you watched, you know, one of our videos from yesterday or this morning, I can't remember which one it's in, I went over all of these huge institutions that had millions.
Right.
Like hundreds of millions of shares.
Right.
So, I mean, all the big guys got it. Like BlackRock's got a bunch, like, I think 60 some million shares. So,
right.
Yeah.
Right. And we're not going to tell you guys what to do with your stocks. We're just telling you what we're doing. We're long-term players in NIO. But you guys do what's best for you. We're not financial advisors. This is all entertainment purposes only. Always do what's best for you and your money. That's really all we can say. We're just a couple guys on YouTube giving you the news, so take it for what it's worth. But yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap up this video. If you guys like this kind of content, hit that like, share, notification bell, all that good stuff. It really helps us support the channel, and it grows the channel for us. You know, we're trying to get a bigger audience to get more, you know, more of a community built here. So if you guys like this stuff, hit all that stuff below. Links in the description for the Patreon as well if you guys want to hop into the Discord and get access to our portfolios and get access to the Discord portfolio where the members get to vote on which stocks to put into that portfolio and let it ride through the end of the year. But again, thank you guys so much for all the support. We'll see you guys in the next video.